Hey guys, this is Steel City EDC and this is the Chaves RCK9. Just a quick overview really. Let's move this box out a little bit. So this RCK9 is a full titanium from the factory. It's got the hidden screws, which is quite nice. Some of the other versions of Chaves have the screws that are on show. Personally, I'm not a fan of the screws that are on show. I really like the hidden screws. This is the drop points. It's a lovely little thing. This is a smaller knife in the Chaves line. I mean, for me, it's a smaller knife anyway, but some people prefer them small, and that's absolutely fine. Really solid. These are made by Reitz, so designed by Ramon Chaves in America, and made by Reitz to a very high standard in China. This can be flicked out with a thumb stud, really nice, or it can be rolled out. Some bearings. So again, it's got a really nice action there. It's not particularly drop shutty. It's quite a thin, light blade. But there you go. In terms of size, it has just over a 3-inch blade. So you can see there, if I just straighten this up a little bit. In fact, it's probably better if I put it this way on so you can see. But it's got just over a 3-inch cutting edge. I mean, literally fraction over. It's probably better this way. You can see a fraction over 3 inches of cutting edge. 3 1/4 in terms of blade length. And then the handle comes out to 4 inches. So total length of just over 7 inches, 7 1/4 inches in terms of length. Size comparisons, let's show you against a couple of others that you may or may not know. If you're a Chaves fan, you'll know the 229 Liberation. And again, the size difference becomes immediately apparent when you put it there. Also, I have the Redenzione Street. I believe that's how you say it, Redenzione. And again, you can see that the RCK9 is a little bit smaller, a little bit less cutting edge, but not much in it really. So I'll move these away because some of you may not be aware of those knives, or you may not be familiar with them, and see if there are some that you are familiar. So this is the Urban EDC F5.5. A little bit larger than that. And this is the Rick Hindra Slippy Slicer. So this is basically the same size as the XM18-3, but it's a slip joint. So there you go again, you can see very similar in terms of sizes. So this is definitely a smaller knife, but still a really solid little tank. And then the large Sebenza. This is large Sebenza 31. So again, we put that there and you can kind of see the size difference straight away. Though when you look at that, there's really not much difference in terms of cutting edge, maybe 0.5 centimetre. So really interesting, but a lot more room on the handle with the Sebenza, the large Sebenza. I don't have a small Sebenza, but I suspect this is a very similar size to it. So let's take the Sebenza and the XM Slippy Slicer away. So we're just left with this. This has got a lovely thick blade stock. You've got a really nice grind on this machine grind that comes down. So really slicey razor edge. There's a bit of meat going into the tip. So I mean, it's not really designed for stabbing, but you could pierce something and probably be absolutely fine. It's got a really nice high grind. The thumb stud won't get in the way of any cutting, or at least very minimal. So this is a surprise for me. I got this from you a couple of years ago, well, about 3 years ago. I've got large hands, and my hand will just fit in there with that 4 inches, but I'm squashed up is the honest truth. And I'd be much more comfortable with an extra centimetre of space on this handle. Now, that's not how it is, but it is very comfortable. I've got other knives that are far more ergonomic, but nonetheless, this one does feel good in the hand. It doesn't, for me, feel like I could cut with it for a long time. In full disclosure, this one hasn't been used. It's a safe queen. You know, she's been in my pocket a couple of times, but nothing more than that. The clip, lots of people talk about the clips on these, and here's the thing. If you're doing light cutting with this clip isn't going to bother you at all. If you're going to do prolonged cutting with it, yes, maybe it would bother you a little bit. It kind of soaks into my hand and it's not really an issue. Again, maybe if you had smaller hands, hands with a bit less fatty padding on them, maybe it would be a little bit more uncomfortable. So I'm about to say that I think you can replace the clip on this one, and I'm just going to double check because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. So yes, you can. So here you go. So if you see here, let's see if I can just get it out. It's a bit in there. So you can replace the clip and you can replace it with this. Now, I'm not going to do that, but for anyone that is offended by the skull clip or just doesn't like it, I know, you know, it's not a popular thing with a lot of people. I mean, personally, I love this aesthetic. I think it looks really cool, but yeah, you can exchange it for this clip. And the way you would do that is you take the knife apart and then this clip unscrews from the inside. I don't know if we can see that. I suspect probably not. Yeah, no, you can't because of the back spacer. So you take it apart, then from the inside of this scale, you can unscrew the clip, rescrew this one in and rebuild it. So fairly straightforward. These aren't particularly difficult to take down, as I understand. Got basically two screws here, the pivots and this, but nonetheless, a very stout little thing. So I paid, I think it was about $300, maybe $350 for this. Brand new. Don't quote me on that. It's a rough estimation because it's a good few years ago now. Really like this. A little bit small for me, and I'm reducing a bit of my collection, and that's why this one is now sold and leaving for a new home. Would I recommend this knife? Yes, absolutely. I'd suggest probably if you like the smaller size knives, you know, the XM18 3-inch, the small Sebenza, the Rat 2, those kind of size of knives, you know, the Benchmade bug out, the smaller end, you know, not minuscule, but, you know, circa 3-inch blades, you'll probably really like this. I mean, for me, I think that blade is beautiful. That kind of belly on it as it goes round, that sharp point. Visually, I think this is absolutely stunning. Let's move this clip out of the way. Of course, that's very much a personal preference. Not everyone will feel the same. Let's turn it round so you can see it more that way. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend this. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this quick overview. If there's anything else you'd like to see, any questions you'd like to have answered, just feel free to comment, and I'll endeavour to respond as soon as I can. This is a relatively new channel, just over 80 subscribers now, so really pleased with that growth. Please do like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe. That would mean the world to me and will really help me to make sure I can share more of this kind of content for you guys. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.